Okay, now let's understand this question. It says that on Monday, Bob bought a share of stock A and share of stock B, each at a price of P dollars. So what is, there is stock A, there is stock B. On Monday, the price is P dollars here, P dollars here. On Tuesday, the share price of stock increased by X%. So on Tuesday, the share price got increased by X%, and share price of stock B increased by Y%. So this got increased by Y%. On Wednesday, the share price of stock A decreased by Y%. So this got decreased now. And share price of stock B increased by A%. So this got increased by A%. On Thursday, it got no change in the price. So whatever the price that remained as it is of stock A, but the share price of stock B decreased by X%. So this got decreased. Okay. And these are all successive increase and decrease percentages which are given to you. Bob sold both the shares at the end of the day. If Bob made neither a profit nor a loss on stock A, so whatever the price was after this increase and a decrease at the end of Thursday, that was again coming out to be P, right? And while made a profit, that means whatever this increase and decrease, three times, one increase, then again an increase, then a decrease, this price after this increase and decrease, it was greater profit. That means this after this increase and decrease, it was greater than whatever the price was at the end of Thursday, it was greater than P. Here on share A, it was exactly equal to P. So there was no profit, no loss. Now let's understand, let's say the price of the share be $100. Okay, let's take the price be $100 for stock A, which is also 100 for stock B. Why? Because both are P. Let's say for $100, right, it got increased. Let's solve this question taking the values. Let's increase it by 10%, right? Let's say X as 10%. So if you increase by 10%, so can we say that 10%, that will be 110, 10% of 100, that is 10 increased, 110. Now, what should be the value of Y? Y should decrease. It should decrease by Y% such that after this decrease, the price should be again equal to 100, right? It should again come out to be 100. That means there should be a decrease. Y% decrease, percentage decrease should be from 110 to 100. That means there is a decrease of 10 divided by 110 times 100%. That means this is nothing else but 9.09%. That means Y value should be 9.09%. It should decrease by 9.09%. If it's 100, increase by 10%, then it should decrease by 9.09% in order such that on Thursday, the price again comes back to $100. Now, at this point, we understood that X is 10%, Y is 9.09%. That means X has to be greater than. So this is a must be condition, right? Now let's understand for stock B, what is happening for stock B. Now for stock B, the price was $100. The price $100, it got increased by Y, which is 9.09%. That means if it's increased by 9.09%, which is 9.09, that means the price after this increase of Y% or 9.09, it will be 109.09. Got this, right? Now, this is a successive increase or a decrease. Let's take this decrease first. Okay, you understood that you increase the price of 100 by 100, price got increased by 9.09. Now you are decreasing instead of a percent. Why? Because it is successive increase or a decrease. So you can take x percent decrease first. So if you decrease by how much? X percent, which is 10%, which we have considered, that means it got decreased by 10%. What does 10% decrease mean? 10% is 10.909. So if we decrease this, how much we get? 909.09 minus 10.909. So almost 11 decrease. It will be 98 point something. Got it? Now this 98 has to be increased, right? This part, now this has to be $98, 98 point some dollars has to be increased such that it should be greater than 100, right? It should be greater than 100. It could be 100.01, it could be 101, it could be 120, it could be 200. It should be greater than. How much it should be, we don't know. So if we just consider 100 or 100.01, so how much is the increase which is required? From 98 to 100, there is a $2 increase. That means this increase, which is a percent, should be nothing else but $2 increase divided by 98 into 100%. Right now, this comes out to be close to 2%, close to 2%. Now, considering this 100 to be not 100, just greater than 100, right? How much we are not sure. So if it's greater than 100, that means a value comes out to be close to how much? Close to 2%. Now we are not sure about how much is this increase, right? How much is this? Is it 200? Is it 300? Is this value? It's greater than 100, right? How much is greater than 100? We don't know. So we cannot determine the value of a. Definite how much is a percent, right? A percent could be 2%. It could be greater than 2%. We are not sure about the value of a. That means we cannot say that a has to be greater than x. Cannot be determined. Why? Because we don't know this particular part, right? We have just considered 100 point something greater than 100, but it could be a bigger value. So an increase could be a bigger value as well. So we are not sure about how much is this increase. So a can be greater than, or it might be equal to x, or less than x. Nothing can be determined. It's a must be question. Not surety about second as well. Third is definitely going to be true. X is greater than y. That is a must be condition. Option C being the correct answer here, right? Got the steps we have just considered, simplified the question using the values. Review the solution. That actually will help you a lot. Thanks a lot for watching the video, and if you like the video, we have a course on Udemy, right, which is a very fundamental course which helps you understand all the things related to quant. Do check out the videos and do check out the link of Udemy. Our course is there. You can review that course, you can view that course, subscribe to that course, and you'll be understanding a lot of things which are quite fundamental for your GMAT preparation.